Welcome everybody to the Rule 5 rebuild on MLB The Show 21. This is episode 2. I built this entire team out of the Rule 5 draft in episode 1. And we took this team to the field and honestly had a really good time in our opening day game. We almost came away with the victory, but ended up dropping the game in extra innings. Thank you for all the feedback on episode 1. I have not been doing MLB The Show content on the channel. I want to, and I've been thinking of how to really do it the way I like to do content over here. And the previous video definitely showed that there is some interest in getting the show content over here. So we have ourselves a rebuild here, a strange one of course, and my plan for this series here is going to be to basically simulate the vast majority of games. I'm not even going with like a Texans franchise approach where I'm playing, 6 out of 16 games. We're not like playing a bunch of games here. I want to get through seasons pretty rapidly to see if we can even make progress with this team. Because we picked up all these Rule 5 players and we're hoping that they can develop and get better. And then get to the next Rule 5 draft, and maybe there are a few more players we can find to add to the team. But the theme of this series is that I can't add anybody that isn't in the Rule 5 draft. So I've made sure injuries are not going to impact that. I did it again. I guess I never saved that the first time around, but got lucky. I don't want injuries, that way I can use the same 26 players all season long. And then when we get to the off season, we see if we want to add a few more and maybe have some competition to see who makes our 26-man roster. That means I'm not scouting. I'm not trading for players. It is purely the Rule 5 draft rebuilding with whoever is eligible. So I say we start simming through this first season then after playing the opening day game. Had a lot of fun with it, and I do want to play something today. Hold on a minute. Game 2, 13 runs, 18 hits. Wow, I know Philly had terrible pitching in the spring training when we simmed last episode. But, they just allowed us to put up 4 home runs. Tromp hit his second. Zach Veen goes yard. I thought we'd wait a bit longer to get our first win. But instead, we put 6 runs on the board against Zach Wheeler and another 7 against the bullpen. I'm telling you, if this team somehow has more success than my Rockies in year 1, I'm not going to know what to think. We actually won our first series of the season against the Phillies. Then we get swept by the Mets, and then win a series against Atlanta. And along the way, the pitching is not doing all that bad. So we'll sim all the way through the first month here. We're not a good team, but I can't be the only one slightly impressed by a 6-15 start. So to start the season, not much of a surprise, we have the worst batting average in all of baseball. We're not the worst home run hitting team though. We're tied for 26. Looks like Chadwick Tromp leads us 5 home runs. For runs allowed, we're actually not even in the bottom tier. We're below average. We're not a great pitching team, but we're better than many others, including the Dodgers. So obviously for these players to actually develop, they do kind of need to play well. Chadwick Tromp, cold streaks. So many players are in cold streaks, and we'll see what that means for their development. Now, if we check out the attributes here, we'll be able to see which ones are getting better, which ones are getting worse, and sometimes there'll be something showing if potential or overall is changing for these players as well. But this to me is the big unknown. You should be developing these players in the minor leagues, and we're certainly not doing that. Luke Raley, 362, 25 hits and 69 at-bats. What a great first month. Contact is on the rise for him. Unfortunately, just C potential. I'm sure a more updated roster could probably have that at B with what he's done with the Mariners this season in real life. Curtis Terry, 306. But many averages here that are very low. For the pitching now, Derek Rodriguez is starting pretty strong, and Daniel Camarena is now 0 for 4. What happened? Did he let the success from episode 1 get to him? What's happened here? 6.26 ERA? Hopefully he can turn that around. Alright, so now we're in the month of May, and we end up splitting a series here against the Pirates. We go to take on San Francisco. We're winning. A lot of low-scoring games here. And while simming here, I am seeing some injuries. There shouldn't be any, I thought. But this second month seems to be going a lot better. And we end up getting to a 17-30 record. So we won 11 games here in the month of May. When we win, though, it's all low scoring. We're not a very good offense. That's for sure. We sim past the draft. We're not too worried about that. We can have an entire team, it looks like, with this 26-man roster. But now we get a Zach Veen injury. I thought this would have injuries completely off, and that's a serious one. I don't think there's any more that I can actually do to prevent injuries. I thought that basically turned them off. They're certainly infrequent. I don't think it like ruins the theme of the series or anything, but I was hoping that they wouldn't happen no matter what. We get through the month of June. We get to 26-48. We're approaching the All-Star game. Now, I'm pretty sure in the show, every team is going to have an All-Star like in real life, correct? So, we'll get there. We do have Caleb Ort in the All-Star game. He is, I believe, our closer. A potential closer. He's played 31 games, has 22 saves. He's blown 3, but that is pretty good. Only 2 home runs allowed, 21 hits in 30 innings. Caleb Ort earned this All-Star appearance. This is not bad. He's not the only one, though. We have actually 2 All-Stars in year 1. Luke Raley is playing in the All-Star game. 6 home runs in 87 games. Certainly not a ton of power there, but this is a decent year. I don't know that it's really All-Star worthy, but it's okay. Alright, let's get to the All-Star game then. Luke Raley facing Raisel Iglesias. I actually just faced him in my Rockies franchise not long ago. The other weird thing is I drafted Luis Aviles in episode 1, obviously. I had just got done playing him in the previous recording for the Rockies as well. He was on the Angels. He took me yard. Raley goes 3-0, green light. He grounds it to the right side. He is retired. And I think it's time to give Caleb Ort some spotlight now. He's had a really legitimately good year out of our bullpen this season, and he's going to pick up an easy what? Don't know what happened there. Strike 1 though, chasing the curveball. Let's rebuild the confidence here. But a 59 overall All-Star. Good change up there low in the zone. We get this count full. 3-2. Trying to blow a fastball by him. Oh, he went up to get it. Caleb Ort, strike 3. So, Red Sox fans, I hope you're paying attention because Caleb Ort in real life is in the Red Sox organization. Might be a preview of things to come. Now, we're hoping to get the 0 here. Jazz Chisholm into right field. We're going to throw home. And hopefully we can have Ort fix this here. It's a bases loaded situation. There is Yermin Mercedes. On the ground, Caleb Ort. 6-4-3 double play. A solid all-star inning. Kind of. Aroldis Chapman is now entering the game to face Luke Raley. This is a difficult situation. They knew they had to go lefty-lefty against the Marlins Rule 5 All-Star. 2 on, nobody down. National League actually winning the All-Star game for once. Remember when they tied, like, 15, 20 years ago, whenever that was? Whatever game Torrey Hunter robbed Barry Bonds of a home run. Why am I going after that? You know what? I don't want to talk about it. But hey, the Rule 5 rebuild has 2 All-Stars and they can celebrate an All-Star game win.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
That was fun. All-Star game goes to the National League, and now the second half of the season, Miami is 33-58. And while that's not good, I feel like there have to be some teams that are worse. The Orioles are 38-56. No, we are the worst, but other teams are close to also being the worst. Hopefully we don't have any more injuries here in the second half. I didn't make any move when Zach Veen got hurt, and now he's back, which is awesome. The best part, too, is that it's not like I'm actually going to be benching players for performance. It's not like I can call anybody up. We could just sim all the way through the season. Oh, we can have 2 more players? Well, if the Rule 5 draft isn't happening, we're not adding 2 more. Oh no, you must have 28 players. I have to. Okay, I added 2 players. I'm not counting on actually playing them, but they might get a couple at-bats. Alright, the season might be going on a little too long here. This right here, going back into August, 14 straight losses. But then, we end the slump against the Atlanta Braves. We come to play against our division opponents. And now another massive losing stretch going into the last game of the season. We're going to play this one against the Washington Nationals, and we'll just see what stats we have for everybody whenever they're up to the plate. I really enjoyed putting together that first episode, though. Wait a minute. How many losses did that say we had? 111? So we're only going to be barely worse than my year 1 Rockies, a team I tried legitimately to win games with and played a lot of them. And this Rule 5 team is going to only end up with a couple less victories? Come on. Well, here we go. Let's get into it then. We had opening day and now the last game of the season with Zach Veen leading off. He's hitting .234. Didn't see the full stats for him, but doesn't seem to have been like a fantastic season. And I forgot to put on quick counts, but not a big deal. I do think I want to play with quick counts on in this series. And one of the main reasons is just like, oh, we got stats here. Robinson Cano is hitting .267. Yolmer Sanchez .265. So the veteran hitters over the course of the year proved to be more productive. All-Star Luke Raley here. I'll try not to swing at 101 eye level. But I do intend to play on quick counts. I liked it for episode 1 and what this series is. It's obviously not a super serious franchise of mine. And I'm not trying to make it one. I'm trying to just have some fun here. And it fits what I'm trying to do on this channel. And one of the reasons why I haven't really brought the show is because I really hadn't figured out exactly how to make the show work for my formula over here. Because baseball games can take a little while, and the season itself is huge. That's Cano to right field. And it's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So we get Riley Thompson pitching here. 5.59 ERA. 3-18 on the season. That's fine. But just trying to figure out how to make baseball work over here so the episodes don't take forever to put together. And so we can get through seasons. You obviously got to do some simulating. Quick counts helps you get through games a bit quicker. We might sim a couple innings today just to speed things along. But the entire thing with series and stuff on this channel that I try to do is I want it to all be easily made in a short amount of time. So these aren't supposed to be videos that have a lot of intense editing or need a lot of gameplay. That's for my main channel. That's where, you know, I'll spend more time getting gameplay for the Rockies than putting together this entire video here. 2-2 to Victor Robles in the dirt. Don't want a runner aboard for Juan Soto. 3-2. Wow, nice curveball. Thompson picks up the strikeout. Nice season here for Juan Soto. 44 home runs. Trying to not throw 45 right here. And I have no idea how long I intend to make videos for this, but I hadn't done anything really new on the channel in a while, and that's something I really wanted to be more common over here, is more smaller ideas and just rolling the dice on what you might enjoy, like a Rule 5 rebuild here. But I hadn't really done anything new since the Texans franchise launch beginning of the year, and then I resumed Super Mega Baseball and did some head coach, and that's all it's been this year for the entire first half of the year. So I really want to be able to do more experimenting, and I'm not intending for this to be 50, 100 episodes. I think realistically it runs maybe up to like Madden's release in a month, maybe a little bit further, because I might not have a new big Madden series started until the September scouting update. So this would help just have some content on the channel until like the next big series or something to replace the Texans. But at the same time, like, I've also wanted to find more things that are purposefully like smaller series. As we have Soto and Trey Turner now aboard for Josh Bell, trying to end this first inning. But if this is something that you do want to have a fair amount of episodes in, maybe not like 50 or 100, but maybe, you know, we get through 5-10 seasons or something really rapidly and see if the team goes anywhere. If you would leave your feedback down below, I'd really appreciate that. Likes are also super helpful. Obviously, when I start a new idea, I'm not quite sure, as Strasburg hits Dom Thompson-Williams, but I'm not quite sure what the reaction to an episode or a new series may be. But I still want to experiment, even if experiments end up not working. And there are a lot of things I like to do here on the channel, and I don't want everything to be a massive project. Like, I think it would be fun to go back to old Maddens and do like a full season with the team, but then it's like, is it really a rebuild? Do people want to watch? You know, if I went back to a retro Madden and just played a full season with the team, maybe made a couple trades or something, or did a fantasy draft. I just haven't experimented enough this year to answer some of those questions, and there are ideas I've been thinking about for a long time. That's on the ground, over to short, nice play, and they will turn 2. I think one of the things I've really wanted to do is find more like bite-sized series, and I don't do a lot of those. I have projects that go on for months at a time. So we just had Sanchez reach on a strikeout, and now a base hit, and oh, come on, that was so delayed. Why did he leave second base? I'll have to watch that back and see the inputs of when it said third base. I thought about it initially, but wrecked that. That's a nice strike low in the zone here from Thompson. Trying to strike out Kyle Schwarber. 1-2. Not chasing that at 97. That's pretty good velo. Let's try that changeup again. 2-2. Ooh, elevated, got away with it. And there's the fastball. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. We'll go through stats and everything once we're done with this game here and take a look at the year 1 progress with this team, and then we'll have a benchmark to try and top for, obviously, Season 2. But yeah, that's what's been on my mind here. I like being able to more frequently try things out, and I just haven't done a lot of that this year ever since the Texans, and even that is not a new idea. I've done it 4 times now. It's been fun, but I like having other smaller stuff here to keep everybody interested. Whoa. But yeah, I appreciate all the feedback from the first episode. I'd love more of it today, letting me know what you think of this, and if it's going to be something that I should turn into a project here for a month or 2. 2 down here in the inning for Riley Thompson as we'll face Steven Strasburg. Try to put up that second 0 to begin the day. Got him to chase the curveball. Strike 3. Pretty decent start here for Riley Thompson. Let's see if we can get him a run here. We got a 3-1 count here from Steven Strasburg, trying to get a Velas aboard. He's hit .207 this year. Ooh, late, and that one's going to be in play. Caught. Josh Bell. Riley Thompson's hit a .122 as a pitcher. 349 on base percentage. That's really good, isn't it? I mean, just the fact that he's not an automatic strikeout's a win. Well, we're going to strike out anyway. 2 down. Alright, Zach Veen had 13 homers and 40 RBIs, but he also missed 2 months. First round pick in the 2021 draft. Yup, and first round pick in the 2022 Rule 5 draft. And actually, he was selected in the 2020 draft. Some of this data is correct, and other times they are completely off. A bit ahead of that one, and Veen is retired. It's a 1-2-3 third. Here in the 3rd inning, 3-2 count to Luis Garcia, and Thompson misses badly inside. Leadoff walk. On the ground. Not sure we're going to get the double play here, but maybe. Yes! Please don't miss your spot here with the curveball. That's exactly where I wanted it to be. Nice. Fastball gets Soto 0-2. Now, I don't know if we can get him to chase. We're going back to that curveball, though. And he fouls it off. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. We're about to throw the 10th pitch of this at-bat. We don't even have a full count yet. Wow! Chased it! Strike 3! 2022 NL All-Star Luke Raley. We have not exactly been patient today against Strasburg. Got a pitch I liked there, but he's out again. Dom Thompson-Williams hit 26 homers this season. 79 RBIs. That's got to give him some development, right? A lower average at 223, but plenty of home runs. Ooh, we almost hit one there. Just a little bit in front of that one. Going the other way. Deep left field. Dom Thompson-Williams out at the warning track. Top of the 5th inning, still looking for that first run of the ball game. We've played a lot of low-scoring games this season. This might just be another one. Facing Steven Strasburg, who leads the National League in strikeouts this season. Sanchez hit into center, but an easy fly ball. That's in the air to right center field, and Gonzalez almost had extra bases. All right, we want to get Riley Thompson through one more. Just a good last start of the season. We have the bottom of the order up here. That's in the air to deep left field. I think it's going to hook foul. And we got it in the corner. What a catch. Luke Raley, the All-Star. Ahead of Jason Vossler. 1-2. Not offering here on the curveball. 75th pitch for Thompson. Strike 3 on the fastball. All you got to do now to complete your 5th inning is get Steven Strasburg out. He's chasing it there. 2 strikes. Thompson already has 7 strikeouts. Let's see if he gets number 8. Nope, it's on the ground though. No problem for Gonzalez. All right, we're going to bring in Matt Theis. He hit .321 pinch hitting for us this season. 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Not too bad. Maybe should have gotten some starts. I never messed with the lineup during this season. I probably could have checked on some stats and made some changes. We're going power swing here. And it's strike 3 once again. We're never getting Strasburg out of this game. Nice change up there from Strasburg, trying to pick up another strikeout to end the 6th. Likes that change up a lot right now. 2-2. And the count will run full. Zach Veen draws the walk. We get a base runner. Ooh, big cut there, but the count now runs full. 3-2. Trying to get a rally started here in the 6th. Strike 3 on the changeup. All right, here's one of our relievers who had a really good year. Hunter Wood, 94 games. A 2 ERA in 90 innings with 89 strikeouts. Like, we're undoubtedly going to find some players this year that can just stay on the team and be players we build around, and hopefully their ratings are going up. That's obviously a big hope. But I think the big question is, like, all right, when we get to the next Rule 5 draft, next episode, what do we do in it? What's the plan? Because we're not going to need 26 new players, but do you draft, a dozen? Maybe have some competition? And see if you can get a better 26-man roster for year 2? That's pretty much what I have in mind. We'll find a few that are like for sure we're building around, then we'll see the best of who's available, and try to see if we can field a better roster and improve our win total. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Strike 3! Wood strikes out Robles. Juan Soto over the shift by about a foot. Soto's aboard, but Hunter Wood ahead of Trey Turner. 1-2. Fouls off the cutter. Someone's got to eventually score in this game, right? Strike 3. On to the 7th. All right, here's Dom Thompson Williams again. Remember, he leads the team in home runs. And can't connect on that changeup. Strike 1. Ooh, a little bit of elevation there, but fouled back. I've had some issues timing up his changeup. It feels like I'm watching it come to the plate for like 8 hours, and then I'm still early on it. I have to wait more. Oh no, he actually threw the curveball. He's not been throwing that pitch at all. I think he's thrown less than 5 in this game. So of course, I wasn't ready for it. I saw it was a curveball, and then I didn't know what to do. All right, trying to get me to go in the dirt here. Loves that changeup. But what's the 3-2 pitch? Ball 4 inside. Chadwick Trump only hit 194 this year. 17 homers, 48 RBIs. That's okay. He hit the home runs. He plays catcher. Not worried about that. Don't tell me he grounded into 12 double plays this season. Be more positive. 1-0. Ooh, that's up. Going to right center. Get going. We should score on that. Trump's going to second base. Dom Thompson-Williams. He's going to score. And the Marlins have taken the lead. I don't want to be done there. 1-0. Now Yolmer Sanchez. Ooh, I'm late on that one. He's not throwing the fastball as much as he was early. He doesn't have the same confidence in it. So, it's a little bit different approach here. Sanchez off the glove of Bell. And that forced Trump back to second. Infield single. All right, Luis Aviles. Hit just over 200 this season. 2 on, 2 down. RBI chance. I almost swung at that. He's only hit 178, though, with runners in scoring positions, so hasn't been great hitting this year, and what happened? Good timing. That'll happen a lot on my hitting settings. I like more ratings-based settings so that the player ratings matter. Plate vision is a very important one. Ooh. Breaking ball over to Josh Bell, and Strasburg will cover, inning over. But the Marlins, thanks to Chadwick Trump, get their first run on the board. All right, we're going to Zach Warren now out of the bullpen. He pitched 93 innings, 4.13 ERA. And we'll see if he can get us through this 7th inning. 5, 6, 7 hitters for Washington. Both teams with 3 hits on the day, that's all. 3-2 to Josh Bell. Missed. Threw 2 strikes and then 4 straight out of the zone. So now we're hoping this lefty-lefty matchup against Schwarber goes our way. And I am not exactly feeling confident. Might be all the home runs he just hit ahead of the All-Star break. In the air to right center. No problem there. Hey, that one's going to be caught. No, it's not. Wait, who am I controlling? Wait, everyone's going up another base. No, what's happening here? That was supposed to be an out, not a double. How did that turn into a double? I didn't realize I was controlling the center fielder at first. Unbelievable. I think we might have to pitch around Vossler and try to load the bases. He apparently went around on that, so we will try to strike him out. And we hit him. All right, Strasburg's coming out of the game because they want to have a pinch hitter, Rowdy Reed, in the 9th inning, or the 7th inning. A little ahead of myself here. Zach Warren, come on. Trying to bunt him over. We might get 2. Did we even get 1? We got nobody. It's 1-1. I wasn't counting on having to score another run. That falls in. I should throw it to third. Why am I pump faking all over the place here? This is a mess. We're going to Kevin Quackenbush, who put up a 3.59 ERA this season. Really good numbers, especially against lefties. And he's going to face Victor Robles. Base hit right field. It's 4-1. Juan Soto's about to hit a home run, isn't he? This is the inning we could not afford. Soto into right field. A run will score. We jump ahead into the 9th inning. Washington now up comfortably 7-2 as we wrap up the first season here in the Rule 5 rebuild. Chadwick Trump. Down the line again. Going to second. Is he going to get there? Yes. Off the pitcher, bouncing back, and Sanchez has another infield single. Aviles into right center, and the inning will continue. That might be a triple right there. Send home the second runner. RBI triple. It's 7-4 now. All right, they call in Brad Hand. And now Curtis Terry trying to continue the inning. On the ground, we will add another run, but now bases empty, 2 down. Zach Veen at the plate, and he's gotten ahead in the count 3-0. They have not been competitive pitches here from Brad Hand. And he walks him. So we're going to have the tying run at the plate. Luke Raley. Can he go lefty-lefty? Sat back on the slider, Raley into left center field. That is the first year in the Rule 5 rebuild. The Marlins make it somewhat interesting here at the end. Didn't see us getting 3 runs in that inning, but got it going. End up still dropping the game, and let's check out our last stats. So we went 50 and 112. That's only 3 games worse than year 1 of my Rockies franchise. A team with an actual major league roster. I get they play in the NL West, so that probably makes it even more difficult. But we were only 3 games worse than them. I don't know how. Let's go through our final stats, though. We had Yolmer Sanchez have the most hits, and then Robinson Cano. The veterans, like I said earlier, over the course of the season, ended up with some of the best numbers. But really happy with Dom Thompson-Williams here. Looks like he's up to a 77 overall. Power's going up, plate vision, a lot of good ratings boosts here for him. That's got to be good news. We have Luis Aviles at 207, low average, low power. Definitely not going to be guaranteed a starting spot next season. Nick Gonzalez, 10 homers, hitting 210. Chadwick Tromp, 17 homers, 198. His overall did go up, 9 power versus righties. We love that. Zach Veen, up to 69 overall. Now, I don't remember everybody's overall when I drafted them. Okay, I have some of the episode 1 stuff pulled up, and when we drafted Dom Thompson-Williams, he was a 74. He was basically our best player this year with 26 homers, so he's up 3 overall in that 1 year. Luis Aviles also went up 2 overall. Chadwick Tromp went up 2 overall. So, you know, it's a little bit of development here, not a ton. But 26 home runs was the best we could do. Cano had 18, Tromp 17, Veen hit 13. Might have challenged Thompson-Williams if he had played the whole season. And then a few players at 10, and everybody else, of course, with less. 12 stolen bases for both Nick Gonzalez and Luis Aviles. Best batting average, Matt Thaiss coming off the bench, but Yolmer Sanchez for the starters. For OPS, again, Matt Thaiss, Yolmer Sanchez, Robinson Cano. Jordan Brewer did a pretty good job, mostly coming off the bench, I believe. He did have 316 at-bats, though, so that's close to 2 a game, but less than a lot of other players. And he hit 7 home runs, hit 256, up to 68 overall. Luis Aviles hit 6 triples this year to lead the team. Let's go to errors. Nick Gonzalez, 22 at second base. That's not great. How about WAR? Yolmer Sanchez, Robinson Cano, both over 3. And then Gonzalez, they have negative 3.2. For ISO, my favorite power metric here, we have Thaiss, Dom Thompson-Williams, Veen, and Brewer with decent ISOs. If you're not familiar with ISO, it's basically slugging percentage, but it removes singles, and it just cares about extra base hits, and like 150 is average. For the pitchers, Derek Rodriguez had 11 victories with a 3.31 ERA. So he is easily one of the most successful players from this season, going up 4 overall points to 77. And we'll see if he can build upon that in year 2. Sal Romano, 4.5 ERA. Jeffrey Springs at 2.57. We must have had at least a decent bullpen. Hunter Wood had a really good season. That last game got him under a 2 ERA. Unfortunately, Daniel Camarena seemed to really struggle this year and went 3-18, just like Riley Thompson. Luis Perdomo, 0-17. We couldn't get him one win? Are you kidding me? With a 3.84 ERA, we couldn't get him a single recorded victory. Come on. Whoa, Derek Rodriguez had 21 quality starts. That's way more than anybody else on the team. We had no complete games, no shutouts. We had 31 homers allowed for Daniel Camarena. That's the worst on the team. How about best K per 9? That'd be Carl Edwards Jr., then Hunter Wood. And they give Hunter Wood and Derek Rodriguez the best WAR. For the best FIPS on the team, Hunter Wood easily in first place. Honestly, that went better than I thought it would. Like, I expected us to be last in some categories. We were worst in batting average. I imagine worst in runs, and it wasn't even close. But this gives us something to work on getting better at. So I'm going to keep track of all of these here so we can track our progress. We were the worst team, though, at hitting home runs. I really want to get some more power on this team. But we weren't even close to being the worst pitching team. Like, I'm over here trying to figure out what to do in my Rockies franchise. I traded Trevor Story for a starting pitcher, and we're still horrible. I went over here, messed around, and did a Rule 5 drafted team, and I have at least a below average 21st team ERA. How is that possible? We're still not good, but I think we're better than where my Rockies were. Whoa, we were even above average when it comes to allowing home runs this season. Well, that was a fun season 1, everybody. What did you think of the first 2 episodes? And what should we try to accomplish in the next Rule 5 draft? We definitely have some players here that we can build around going forward. The Rule 5 draft is our only chance to get better, so we're definitely going to take a look and see if we can have a few more players join and make the second year of the Rule 5 rebuilt Marlins even better. If we project out the development here, by the way, it actually messes things up because nobody is really on a multi-year contract, I guess. But they do think that some of our pitchers can get to the low 80s, like Derek Rodriguez and Domingo Robles. So maybe we'll have a chance to develop some real stars here, like Hunter Wood. 94 overall, possibly, even with B potential? They think he could be 93 overall by 2023. I'll believe it when I see it. Let me know what you think down below, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and there's more Rule 5 Rebuild coming your way soon. Have a great day.